Hi everyone, my name is Carla Di Crezza. This is my dog Royal. He's just had a bath, so I've put him outside. So yes, we'll have a little observer during our class today. So so starting in a standing position, mountain pose Tadasana. You can close down the eyes if that feels good for you. And noticing the feet here, you might like to lift all 10 toes up off the mat. Spread your toes nice and wide. So really spread the toes, and we'll ground down through the little toe, the second toe, middle toe, fourth toe, and the big toe. Really pressing down our feet right into the mat. Lifting the arches. Pressing down through the heels, all four corners. If we're moving up towards the shins and the calves, turning the calves on, you'll feel the knees lift. Turn the thighs on, engage the glutes. Posteriorly, slightly posteriorly tilt the tailbone so the hips are square. Moving up towards the torso, turning the torso on, the lower ribs, drawing them in, engaging the core. Broadening through the chest here, rolling the shoulders back and down. Energizing the fingertips, spread the palms wide towards the front of your mat. And finally, lengthening the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, feel that breath and send that breath through your entire body. And exhale. Now imagining you have your own unique star sitting in your pelvis. You can make this star whatever colour resonates with you. And as we take a deep breath in, the star starts to travel up the spine all the way to the crown of the head. And as we exhale, the star starts to travel all the way back down towards the pelvis. And continue breathing like this, slow and steady, noticing your breath as the star travels up the spine towards the crown. And as you exhale, feeling your belly compress as the star slowly guides its way down towards your pelvis. Taking 3 more full rounds of breath like this. Maybe you notice the body expand a little bit more with every breath in. As we ground down and feel the support of the earth below us on every exhale. One more deep inhale. And a full breath out. And slowly start to open up the eyes as we reach up towards the sky, looking up and folding forward as we exhale over the front thighs. Allow the crown of the head to drop towards the mat. Put a nice generous bend in the knees. Beautiful. You can come into a ragdoll pose here as we Bring both of our palms to our elbows and maybe rock from side to side, bending one knee and then the other. Beautiful. Allow the palms to drop down. We'll take a breath in and a halfway lift. And forward fold as you breathe out. Beautiful. One more like this. Take a deep breath in. Fill the lungs up. Lengthen the spine. Forward fold as you exhale. Put a generous bend in the knees. Reach all the way up to the sky as we take a breath in. And hands to heart center, Samastiti, as we exhale. Hold it here for the breath in. And a full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep both of your arms high to the sky. Maybe look up, maybe a slight back bend if that feels good. And as we exhale, we forward fold. Halfway lift as we take a breath in. Exhale, plant the hands down. We'll step back to a high plank. Drop the knees here. We'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the gaze, take a breath in. Exhale as we round the spine. Draw the heart up towards the sky, back of the heart up towards the sky. Drip the front of the heart down towards the floor as the belly drops, heart lifts. And exhale, navel towards the ceiling, crown of the head drops down. You can gaze towards your toes here. You might like to then start to close down the eyes if that feels good for you. And we'll start to move through a few rib cage circles. So as we inhale, back of the heart rises to the sky. Right rib cage towards the right. Exhale, drop the belly. Rib cage to the left. Inhale to the sky. Send your rib cage to the right and drop it down. You can pause here wherever feels good for you. If you notice this little sticky area or any areas of tension, you might like to pause there and just notice and then keep moving. So we're really creating some awareness of the spine, of the body, and syncing with the breath. And we'll start to go in the opposite direction. Belly drops, rib cage to the right, dome the upper back, rib cage to the left, and drop the belly. We'll do 2 more rounds like this. Just take your time, move with your breath and your body. Just seeing what comes up here for you. And meeting back at center. If you had the toes tucked, untuck your toes. Shift the torso forward, wrap your elbows in, and we'll lower all the way to the floor for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your finger pads to the outside of your mat like 2 big huntsmen. Elbows up to the sky. A few rolling cobras here as we take a breath in, broaden the chest forward. Lowering all the way down as we exhale. 2 more like this. Again, you might like to keep the eyes closed for this bit and Just noticing any sensations. Inhale as we press down through the pelvis and we lift the heart to the sky. And lowering all the way down. Place the palms underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes and send the hips all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Fan your hands so that your fingers are spread nice and wide. Press down through all four corners so you're really suction cupping your mat here. Place a little micro bend in the knees as you send the sit bones up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lengthening through the spine from the sit bones to the crown of the head. Maybe the heels slowly start to melt down towards the mat. Just noticing you can bend one knee and then the opposite knee. Beautiful. Reach up high to your toes, high on your toes. Shift forward as we ripple forward like a wave. Take a breath in here. Bend the knees, shoot the hips up and back on the exhale. Inhale high to your tippy toes. Roll forward like a wave as you exhale. Bend the knees, send the hips up, take a breath in. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale high to your tippy toes. Bend the knees, look forward and walk, step or jump to the front of your mat. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale as you bow forward, forward fold. Bend the knees, reach all the way up to the sky, look up, maybe a slight back bend. Forward fold as you exhale, crown of the head drops. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant down through the palms, step back left foot, step back right foot, high plank. Beautiful. From here, right heel lifts up high. Three-legged high plank. Cross the right toes over your left foot and press back to a downward facing dog. You might like to put a deeper bend in the left knee so we start to feel a stretch through the right side body. Beautiful. Coming back through center, high plank. Inhale, left heel lifts. Cross the left foot over the right. Send the hips back to a downward facing dog. Feel that stretch through the left side body. Deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen the hips back. Beautiful. We'll inhale back to a plank. Wrap your elbows in, lower all the way down to the floor. Untuck the toes, cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Ground down through the left foot as the right heel lifts to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, right knee to nose. Right heel high to the sky. Take an inhale. Tiger curl, knee to nose. Exhale. One more like that. Deep breath in as you lengthen the leg. Tiger curl, exhale, pause here for a moment. See if you can reach your right knee closer towards your nose. Look forward, step forward, runner's lunge. You might like to grab your blocks here, place them on either side of your right foot. Broaden the collarbones forward, take a breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid pose as we exhale. Shift forward, lengthen the heart, take a deep breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid, exhale and pause here. You might like to check in with the right hip. Can you draw it back, wrapping the right thigh under? So we're squaring off the hips towards the front of the mat. Take a breath in. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, folding over the front thigh. Beautiful, one more like this. Lift the heart and exhale down. Rebend through your front knee, broaden the collarbones. Float your left knee down towards the floor, arms towards the sky, inhale. Shift your hips forward as we cactus the arms out, maybe a slight back bend, exhale here. Sweep your arms to the sky, take a breath in. And exhale, maybe move your blocks to the side, plant your palms down, step back, downward facing dog. 2 full rounds of breath here. Full breath out. Beautiful, lengthening the sit bones high to the sky. Ground down through the right foot. Left heel lifts, 3-legged dog. Take a breath in. Left knee to nose, exhale. Re-extend, left leg long, take a breath in. Tiger curl, exhale. One more like that, re-extend, left leg long. Tiger curl, exhale and pause. See if you can get your left shin a little bit higher, really doming through the upper back. Then we'll look forward, step forward, runner's lunge. Again, you might like to grab your blocks. Broaden the heart, take a breath in. Shift the hips up and back, pyramid pose as we exhale. Rebend through the front knee. Hips up and back. Exhale, pause here. Check in with this side. Wrap your left butt back in space. Broaden the heart forward as you breathe in, lengthening the spine. And exhale, melting forward and down. Bowing over the front thigh. Take a breath here to expand and lift. And exhale, bowing over. Rebend through the front knee. Float your right knee down. Hands up towards the sky. Really energize the fingertips right up to the sky as you breathe in. Shift the hips forward, cactus the arms out. Breathe out as you slightly bend back, maybe looking up to the sky. Re-extend your fingertips high to the sky. Ground down through both palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Shift forward, high plank. Your choice to drop the knees if you like. Wrap your elbows in, lower to a chaturanga. Take a cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Ground down through the left sole of the foot. Right heel lifts high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift forward. Plant the right foot in between the hands. Low runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. Hips up and back here. Pyramid. We'll rebend the front knee this time and lift fingertips up towards the sky, crescent lunge. Check in here with your crescent lunge, just noticing your hips in space. You might like to put a little micro bend in the back knee, just to ensure that our hips are straight. Reaching up high to the sky, wrap your ribs in towards you. Take a deep breath in, full exhale. Beautiful, easy twist. Left palm down, right hand up to the sky. Fill the lungs up and stay here for the exhale. Beautiful. Modified side plank. Lower your left knee down, left shin off to the left side of your mat as the right heel extends long to the back of your mat. Maybe looking up high to the sky. Maybe lengthening and lifting the right leg up. So we're floating the right leg, energizing the right toes. Whilst looking up towards the sky, swim the right hand forward towards the front of your mat. Take a breath in. Lengthen here and then exhale, knee to elbow. Lengthen as you take a breath in. Knee to elbow, breath out. Extend. Take a deep breath in. Knee to elbow, breath out. Beautiful. Step forward, halfway up your mat. Grab your blocks towards the front of your mat. We'll step forward, ground down through the right sole of the foot as the left heel lifts for an L stand. Place a little micro bend in your right knee. Just check in with your left hip that it's not flaring out. So we want to ensure the hips are square towards the ground. And maybe look back at your left foot and just check that you can dial down your left pinky toe towards the floor. So you want that left foot facing down. So the toes are facing towards the floor. Beautiful. Lift the heart. Take a breath in. Stay here for your exhale. Step back, left foot. Ground down through both palms. Step back, high plank. Wrap the elbows in. Lower to your chaturanga. Take a cobra or an upward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, up and back. Downward dog. Ground down through the right foot. Left heel lifts high to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, tiger curl. Re-extend left leg long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tiger curl, pause. Look forward, step forward, runner's lunge. Inhale to broaden the heart. Exhale, hips up and back, pyramid. Rebend the front knee. Inhale as we reach the fingertips high to the sky, crescent lunge. Check in with this side. You might need to pop a little bend in the back knee. Engaging the fingertips. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Lower ribs in, navel towards the spine. Take a deep breath. Stay here for your exhale. One more. Breath in. Right palm down, left hand high to the sky. So left fingertips are really energized, reaching up. Hold it for your exhale. Beautiful. Modified side plank as we float the right knee down, right shin off to the right side of the mat. Left leg long. And your choice here, you can really engage your left leg as much as possible, so much that it floats up towards the sky. So the left leg is level with your hips. Extend the left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Take a breath in to lengthen. Elbow to knee as you exhale. Lengthen and reach as you breathe in. Knee to elbow, exhale. Beautiful. One more like that. Lengthen to expand. Take a breath in. Knee to elbow, breath out. Step forward. Place both blocks. Ground down through all four corners of your left foot as we sweep the right heel up for our L stand. So really engaging the right glute here, engaging the right toes, flexing them towards your face. Draw your navel in towards the sky. Broaden the heart. Stay here for your exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, flexing and bending the front knee. Step back as slowly as possible with the right toes. Ground down through both palms, step back, high plank. Hug the elbows in, lower to your chaturanga, cobra or upward dog. Exhale all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let something go. One more like that. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, tongue out, lion's breath. Beautiful. Ground down through the left foot, right heel high to the sky, deep breath in. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Look forward, step forward, open the heart, take a breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid, exhale. Rebend the front knee. Reach the fingertips high to the sky. Stay here as you exhale. Beautiful, just noticing the core. Can you draw the navel in towards the spine? Can you float your heart towards the sky? Really expanding with every inhale. Take an inhale. Left palm down, right fingertips reach up. You can move into modified side plank. Otherwise, shifting to the outer blade of both feet, so all 10 toes turn towards the right side of your mat. Hips are now turning towards the left and bringing the heels to touch, vashistasana. Place a little micro bend into your left elbow, maybe looking up towards the sky, and press your hips high to the sky. So right hip is reaching up. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Right heel starts to float up. Flexing and bend the top knee. And plant your right tippy toes behind you. You can stay here. Otherwise, lifting the hips up and unfurling into wild thing, reaching back. Heart is blossoming towards the sky. Stay here for an inhale. Full breath out. As you take your next breath in, we'll go out the way we came. So right knee high to the sky. Step halfway up your mat. You can grab a hold of your blocks and we lift up to an L stand. Inhale here. Full breath out. Stay here, or maybe you fly up to decasana. Lengthening from the crown of the head through to the right heel. You might like to stay there or reaching both arms far forward for warrior three. Dial the left toes down. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly start to ground down through the left toes. Plant both hands down, step back, high plank. Lower to your chaturanga. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale all the way up and back. Downward dog. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Ground down through your right foot. Left heel lifts high to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, left knee to nose, pause. Look forward, step forward, runner's lunge. Broaden the heart, hips up and back as you exhale. Rebend the front knee. Reach on up towards the sky, crescent lunge. Beautiful, and just noticing here, maybe making any slight adjustments that you need. Perhaps you might the back, engage the core, take a breath in. Right palm lands on the inside of the left foot. Reach up with the left fingers, look up. Easy twist. Beautiful. You can move into your modified side plank, otherwise shifting all 10 toes towards the left side. So we're on the outer blade of both of our feet. Hips are squared towards the left of the mat, and then heels touch, vashistasana. Pressing up through the hips, left hip high to the sky. Engage both legs so much that maybe the left heel starts to float. Maybe extend the left arm long towards the front of the mat. Stay here or bend up your left knee. Plant down through the left toes behind your right knee. And lift up through the pelvis, through the heart, reaching back, wild thing. Take a breath in as you expand. Full breath out. As we inhale, we slowly start to come out. Lift the left knee high to the sky. Step forward halfway up the mat. Grab your blocks as we lift up to our L stand. Stay here. If not, swim the fingertips back, decasana. Flex the right toes towards your face. Maybe stay here, maybe an extra bit of challenge for yourself, reaching far forward. Warrior three, extend, extend, extend. Deep breath in, exhale. Right toes meet the mat. Plant down both palms, step back, high plank. Lower to your chaturanga and go through your flow till we all meet in a downward facing dog. Beautiful, drop the knees. Send the hips back towards the heels. Beautiful. We'll slowly start to cross the shins and extend the legs nice and long towards the front of the mat. Reach on up high to the sky with your fingertips. And exhale, fold forward over the front thighs, lengthening the spine all the way from the pelvis through to the crown of the head here. See if you can roll the shoulders down. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Hinging at the hips here. Beautiful. Inhale as we slowly start to lift up. And we'll gently shift all the way down, one vertebrae at a time, till we meet on our backs. Keep the left heel nice and long as you draw the right knee in towards your belly. Give it a nice big squeeze. And then we'll send the right knee off towards the left for a nice supine twist. Extend the right leg, right arm long. Maybe looking over the right shoulder towards the hand. Beautiful, and we'll swap sides, lengthen the right leg long, left knee in towards you, and send the left knee over towards the right. Extend the left arm nice and long here. And when you're ready, you can move into any last pose that you would like to do, whether that's happy baby, or maybe you'd like to go into a wheel. And then moving into our final resting pose, shavasana, allowing your entire body to melt down into the mat here. Using up all the space around you and allowing the full body to drop into the mat. The hips, shoulders, the head, all 6-7 kilos of the head. And every single muscle in your body. See if you can consciously allow it to releasing the tension, releasing the tension in the jaw, in the cheeks, around the eyes, the eyebrows, in between the eyebrows, the forehead, and the ears. And you can stay here and continue your shavasana until you're ready. Otherwise, if there's a favorite side that you'd like to move to before meeting in a seated position. You can keep the eyes closed or a gentle gaze out in front of you. We'll meet with the hands at heart center, representing this symbol of connection, this symbol of coming together. And we'll close off our practice today by acknowledging the ancient practice of yoga, the original custodians of this land, and for all of you for moving through this practice today. We'll take a deep collective breath in. And as we exhale, maybe bowing the third eye towards the heart. And